All right. Now we've got big guns going up against the guys from Phoenix. Mm.
Big Guns, Phoenix. If I'm right, Priest, is that right? Big Guns versus Phoenix, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So there we have it. Second match on the live broadcast, Matchday 25, Nigeria Pro Clubs League. We've got Big Guns taking on Phoenix. I mean, different stories for both teams, as we'll see. I think an internet problem for both of the teams coming in there, but these two teams have had different stories regarding the start of the season. For Big Guns, because the expectations for them were so high, it kind of felt like the pressure was on them at the start of the season. 10 games, but you could see them growing into themselves. Like now, whenever you watch them, they're doing well. They're actually passing together. They're getting into those parties that we're expecting from them, like they did last season. We've now settled down, gotten into it. Currently find themselves in 45 points. And for Phoenix VFC, it's been the direct opposite. I remember at the start, they got a couple of good results in the first 5 games. It kind of felt like maybe their fortunes would change compared to last season. But still, I mean, not the best from them as they're kind of just 3 places behind Thompson and Light. So it's not been good so far. They've suffered 7 so far. It's not been one that they'd like to look back on, and I'm sure they're hoping that this one might turn things around. Remember that they're getting to the latter part of the league, because remember, before the part of how to match and for everybody who's supposed to play 32 games, that the time is really, really getting there. You might just get to the end to it. Still the battle of the top. After KFC and Gay Club, 3 points just separated for Forget Club. Last season's champions, they did start with that kind of passion that they completed last season with. But it seems like the newly created Toka FC with their feathers, like we like to call them, it's crazy so far. And I'm sure that this title challenge will surely be back. So you guys can enjoy the highlights of some of the happenings from match 1 to 2. The games are ready to enjoy it live.
All of that action. It's an unfortunate scenario for them. The big guns have been mounted by so much pressure in the past couple of weeks. They need to deliver right now. Yaya Toyo, beautiful pass, cuts it all the way across the front to Lauren James, and that's the solid shot. But the goalkeeper was Lombardi, ready to set things straight. And that's a beautiful pass to Kenny. Kenny cuts inside. Solid pass. The Spanner defense is on point. But that was dangerous though, Sly. Very dangerous stuff. Yeah, Toyo drops the ball off into the waiting arms of the defenders as they block that one immediately. Kemi again trays onto the right-hand side. Josh Aries, fantastic cross. But the defenders were ready to
Priest,
ship
are
that
we good
one
now?
away.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Welcome back, Sly. It's Big Guns and
Yeah,
Phoenix
sure.
back on our screens.
Yeah, exactly. The game that we're hoping to go earlier seemed like they had a
Ooh.
little bit of a problem. That's a nice kill from Kenny. I mean, you've got the wingers who can do that and create space and create chances. It's always a joy to have them. But Kenny's effort well blocked, and it seems like big guns would like to take advantage of it. And look how quickly they break. As MVP will get chance though. And well, that fake shot kind of just took the whole defense apart. Tried to pick a spot near post, coming off the post, but excellent stuff from MVP on the other end. And look at Kenny go now. I mean, end-to-end stuff, as you'd expect in a very, very fierce game already. 18 minutes gone, and you kind of feel like there should be 2 goals already. Both teams going for it. And that's what we love to see. Cross will come in just a little bit too feeble, and the goalie will keep that one safe. But I like the intensity with how the game has started. Both teams, you can tell the intentions with which they are playing. Everybody's doing everything they've got at, and it could possibly pay off here as Hasty's effort well blocked as well. So far, I think both defenses have done very, very good jobs. You've kind of falling asleep at a point, but it's usually the way they recover. Like in that moment where Hasty took that defense on, you kind of feel like he had space. But in those last moments, the way the defense was able to close up on them was just immaculate. Look at the goat again. As you get his effort also stopped in its tracks. If you're just joining us, this is the live broadcast of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. My name is Slimo, doing this with my brother Priest. As we are into match day 25, an anticipated match day 25, helping shape how the league might just close off an MVP at his usual shenanigans again. Oh, from distance, Lombardi with a huge hand to parry that one away, but big guns are now knocking vigorously at that door. You kind of feel like momentum is now getting into their favor a bit, Pablo. Well, he tried to work the corner shot, but so far so good. This game has been very, very enjoyable to watch. And mind you, our first game on the live broadcast was actually a game that ended 3-2. So you kind of feel like today is high-powered offense. So far, both teams have clearly showed that already. Big Antier and Phoenix VFC. Easy. Who's on the left? Box. This team from Phoenix, almost every time that I watch them, they don't look like a bad team at all. I mean, they look composed at times, but that's with it with the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. You've got to be focused the whole of the 90 minutes, and you've got to take your moments when they come right there. They had it in their hands to open it up. A lovely cutback. Nobody there to tap it home. Just like the moment I was speaking of. When you watch them, they look like a very good team. If you watch that table, you see where they're currently on the league standings. You just can't believe it because, I mean, they play some good stuff. But you've got to keep that concentration for longer periods of time in the Nigerian Pro Club League because other teams will punish you. Phoenix VFC currently sits in 13th place with 19 points. Not good at all. And it doesn't seriously depict how sometimes they perform. Osaka, for big guns, the team I had mad watching from last season so much. This season, We haven't been able to catch a lot of them on the live broadcast, so I'm kind of excited to see how the evolution has been after that slow start to the season. They could possibly do some damage here. Fastest cross, Lombardi will come and claim again. I mean, Big Guns' story from last season was it's kind of similar to how get Toka FC are playing right now. Because Toka FC, like I said earlier, currently on an 18-game winning streak, hoping to continue that again today, Matchday 25 against KD Sports. For Big Guns, they also went on a silly streak last season. They went toe to toe with Get Club, but in the end, the eventual champions Get Club ended up pipping them to the title. They go high pressing from Big Guns. It could be an opportunity for them to open it up. They do, but they just fumble it up front. Usually, when they get chances like these, they make the net ball. They do not give up on the play. Another cutback instance. It's something you constantly keep seeing in pro clubs action. It's usually a go-to move for a lot of these teams. Spanner, great crossing. Oh, possibly the biggest moment to end the half. But the scoreline still 0-0. Come on, Priest. I don't believe this game is 0-0 right now. There have been loads of chances. Who do you think should have gone ahead? Big Guns or Phoenix?
I mean, it's been a very, very interesting half. Both teams, like you said, have been putting their best foot forward. It's been end-to-end stuff all through. But I think in that last bit of attack there, I just think that the guys from Phoenix could have turned things around just there. But again, it's still up for grabs. It's still anyone's game. But it's looking very, very likely that these two teams are about to, play a draw. And again, it's typical of these low scoring games. You really can't predict when it comes to teams like these, and it's always going to be very interesting to see what type of approach they use when they're not playing against teams that are significantly higher on that leaderboard. But first half is done. 0-0 is the score. Maybe they're going to try a brand new strategy in the next 45 minutes. So yeah, we're just gonna take a look and see what they're gonna come into the second half with.
It should be fascinating as usual. I mean, first half has gone by so quickly. And if you just joined and you're looking at that scoreline, I'm telling you, appearances are deceptive because that scoreline is very deceptive. The number of chances both teams created, it shouldn't be 0-0 at this point. But sometimes it happens in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. If you don't take your chances, you might get punished. Both teams haven't been able to be clinical so far, but I kind of feel like the tide might turn for one of these two teams anytime soon as the second half kicks off with the goal on the right hand side for Big Guns. They'll look to create something out of nothing with that cross, but just unsuccessful. But I like progression football sometimes. And the way they do progress the ball sometimes, Big Guns is just brilliant to watch. But on the other hand, time and time again, Phoenix VFC have just these little moments of brilliance that make you feel like they're about to go ahead, but just that final moment where they're about to pull the trigger, a defender steps in clutch with a crucial tackle. The goalkeeper gives it away. Kenny could he punish them, cuts it back into Ox, and just like that, declared away from danger. My word, and exactly what I was saying. They are almost there right at the door. When you're about to barge it open, there's someone steps in clutch with a huge tackle. The goalkeeper definitely has breathed a huge sigh of relief right there, giving the ball away. And well, it did end in his defense bailing him out. They've got to be careful now, Big Guns. I think they were the most dominant side in that first half. They were the more dominant side in that first half, of course. But things could change. I'm speaking heavily on how Phoenix VFC can play moments, they can play stints, and they can be really good and can be difficult to stop. Kenny now! You saw it coming from a mile away. These guys have been relentless. And the tides have turned. And the ball fell right into the hands of Kenny. And he pounced on it. They opened the scoring early. Great stuff here. Matchday 25 living up to expectation. Phoenix dug deep for that one. But this is where usually fail at times in relation to how the other games went and how the other score lines ended for them in other games, because they usually lead or they usually start well, and in the stints, like I was talking about, they play in moments they can be brilliant to watch, but when they start having their lows, it is too low in my opinion, and they just give away too many chances. But they've got to find a way to stay in this game. Mind you, they're also pushing up on Kerry's FC, who are up ahead on them by just a point. I go for big guns. Head shot. Yeah. These guys were strong in that first half. Can they capitalize off of some nice attacking play? And the defense was stepping very well, almost approaching the last 20 minutes of what has been a very fun one right here. Matchday 25 Nigerian Pro Clubs League. Ox, under a little bit of pressure, manages to wriggle his way out to find Kenny. That's crazy ball retention from him, as Hasty will round down the wing. He's not got a lot of options. He will do a lovely drop back to create space. Excellent use of the skill move. Kenny again falls right into Hasty's hands. Referee will blow that one for offside. But I mean, Phoenix, they are flowing with confidence now. Last 20 minutes. I mean, Big Guns dominated in that first half, but Phoenix have turned it around. And you kind of feel like Phoenix might just ride that wave. We just love the unpredictability of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, and we've seen it on show right here today. Phoenix did have chances in the first half, but majority of the clear ones did go to Big Guns. When they had their clear one in the second half, it made sure they took it and took it well through Kenny. Speaking of the man, Kenny, he worked his way position by seeing like Spanner just couldn't locate him. Yeah. Into MVP. He's been quiet in the second half. In that first half, he was very loud as he's wriggling his way through a lot of those defensive bodies right there. Phoenix are doing everything they can to secure this lead. And I think everybody's got their hands on board. At that point, I'm seeing even the wingers chipping on defense. This could be their chance to possibly seal the deal. Fox with a huge chance to make it too and put this game to bed. But they still leave a window open for Big Guns who just can't seem to find their bearings. Or this could be something for them, as Yaya will dribble that one out of play and a goal kick will go back to Phoenix. I mean, last 10 minutes, the Nets will surely settle in, but with the way Phoenix are playing, you see them grabbing a second goal pre, so you think they might possibly end this with a slender lead that they are holding right now?
I actually still believe that there's a chance for one more goal. Opportunity. Well, what a beautiful defensive line being held by Phoenix. Again, it's still anyone's game for me. I think there's still a chance for something special to come out of this game. And I spoke too soon. And I said it, Sly.
You called it. You definitely called it right there. And the push from Big Guns ends them. A strong goal, a strong equalizer. Turn things around, oh. You say from the goalkeeper.
Drama.
The scoreline at 1-1. What does the penalty given?
Late. Drama!
No, come on. It's been a while since we saw goalkeeping performances like that. Lombardi with two huge clutch saves, saving the penalty and giving Phoenix hope that they could possibly turn things around. And look at them go on the counter. 3v2, just can't execute, and they give it right back. Lauren James of Phoenix. What a huge opportunity for Big Guns to turn it around and possibly get over 3 points. Spend the penalty opportunity, but you've got to give credit to Lombardi. That was an excellent save, double save. They just keep the scoreline at 1-1. And I mean, we're enjoying the game already, but they just saved the best bit for the last part, and that's how we like it. Spanner with a huge tackle, and that will be the last action of the day. What a game this one was, right to the death, as expected. Big Guns getting a point out of this one, and I think both teams surely deserve a point in this one.
Yes, sir. You were not wrong at all. Absolutely fantastic stuff coming through. And what a time to be alive. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's broadcast. And what a beautiful game we just used to close off the night. What an interesting game that was. So many twists and turns. And just like I predicted, it was a draw, low scoring draw. I expected that, based on the play styles of both teams. It was very solid. Nobody gave any points away, but sharing the points is good. That was not too bad for them, but they can improve, they can adapt, and hopefully by the time we hop into the next game weeks, that will be the case. But ladies and gentlemen, it's good night from me and Sly. We'll see you guys in the next game.